You bunch of ingots, you ignoramuses. It is day 49 of the FLoB-a-thon Subathon for your May 29th, 2024. See how that all lined up nicely? Did it? Is it day 49? No, I'm suddenly doubting the fact because it wasn't lining up before. I guess it is day 49. All right. We left off at 64,564.77 megabytes. We had a bit of a hype train starting us off, bringing us back up to 2 hours, 49 minutes, 58 seconds, which resume now. And we got a very generous donation, don't forget, to our direct relief charity from Dravere, who got us to an even $8,000 raised this season for direct relief. And Dravere has a question, but before we get to it, you all got to get your woofs ready. Woof! Wolfie was ready. Wolfie was ready. And since we're here, what happened to the... There it is. Revere asks, do you prefer a specific bedding material like satin or seersucker or something else? You satin seersucker, you like plain colors, patterns, or pictures on your bedding? Oops. Well, one of these ways we'll get out. Bedding, types of bedding, and bedding. I don't gamble or bet on things, so I don't know what to tell you, Trafir. I mean, I'm cheap, so we have just cotton, flannel. We have flannel bedding, flannel sheets, and fitted sheet, the whole set, as well as pillowcases for the winter. What's that? Oh, it's a cow. Which we still have. Flannel. But then during the summer, we have just the, like, jersey cotton sheets. Those are our two choices here. And they're solid colors, except we do have the girlfriend's flannel have dogs on them. Have a pattern of dogs, various dog breeds on them. Because she worked with dogs. So that tracks. Is the only thing. I've been wanting to try. I've heard things, terrible things. No, I've heard things about what the hell did I just pick up? Oh, percale? Is that what it's called? Perkle? Perkle? Perkle Nurkle? Percale sheets? They're supposed to be, like, the best, but they're also expensive. So, until the sheets we have become unrecognizably unusable, I don't think there's any need to upgrade to anything else. I've never slept on, like, satin or silk sheets. Corduroy. Corduroy all the way. I feel like a lot of the fancy Bed Bath Beyond, like 800 thread count, Egyptian cotton, like those are all too crunchy. Like they feel hard and starchy and crunchy. I've experienced some bad sheets in my time. Some bad sheet. Corduroy sheets with the corduroy pajamas. That'll keep you up at night. What am I doing? I need wood. But what about use-alls? Is anybody on the percale? Am I saying that right? Perkle? P-E-R-C ALE or something like that. Cheats. Corduroy pillows are making headlines. That's a good joke. That is a good joke. That is a fantastic joke. Well done. Seersucker. I feel like seersucker would be one of those that would be too crunchy for me. Because I've owned and or worn, like, seersucker shirts and jackets. And it's like a very... I don't know, textured texture. It's hard to explain. Hello? It's a special texture, and I love that texture. Yeah, I don't know that I do. I don't know that I would. Yeah, they're like crunchy. Yeah, we're just running straight cotton here. I did get the girlfriend a silk pillowcase. Because she wanted one. I got it for like Christmas or something like that. Apparently it like stops your hair from snagging and breaking off while you sleep. But yeah, the problem I find with the jersey is that it like shrinks and stops being a perfect rectangle. So it gets a little bit oblong at times. But it seems to have held up. The FARLANDS await. Oh, they await for a while. I don't really need sheep. Whoa. Otherwise, then we just have a normal, like, fleece blanket on top of the top sheet, and then the comforter. And then, like, a top blanket on top of that sometimes. Which it's been cold enough to have continued with that up until now, the end of May. Boy, people really do love the exploding creeper emote. How many pillows do you have? One each. We have 2 pillows. And when I moved here, I converted to a memory foam pillow. But then I tried to find the same one for the girlfriend, but I, like, couldn't through Amazon just because it was another, like, Flurgberg, you know, like, random, fake, not a real company. So I got her one, but it's not the same, but she seems to have adapted to and enjoys it. Oh, you get a badge now, too. Oh my god. I gotta tell you, my diamond pickaxe has not lasted as long as I thought it would. Shovel's about to break. Acid.com. An $8 donation to the Direct Relief Charity. Thank you very much. Boob. We got a boob. You bunch of boobs. Now it does say boob. I thought you were doing something for 888, but that makes more sense. That's all you said. There was no question. All you said was now it says boob. You are correct, my friend. That is a thing that you've done. Boy, I sure hope I was giving those to you, Wolfie. Seems like it. I did discover. I think I'm still having those problems backing up the Farlands or Bust World, and just in general things taking a long time on my computer. I'm still getting the bad sector errors in the event viewer for my Windows drive, my C drive. So I do think I need to do a full fresh installation, which I don't think I've ever done on any of my computers. I know that was like a thing back in the day, was like every year I just do, or every people crazy to be doing it like every 3 months I do a fresh Windows install. I'm like, how do you, what? I do, it is an SSD. I built this computer when? 2016? 2017? And then in trying to fix this problem, I did a repair install. But that seems not to have worked. Check disk doesn't find any errors, but it still shows up as errors in the event viewer. And since then, I've never reinstalled Windows. No. None of my other computers did I ever do that either. I did all the SFCs, I did all the scan when restart, I did all of that. And it just doesn't fix or doesn't find anything. I'm just running Windows 10. You didn't mention that your disk was also getting slower? No, well, that's the thing. Just transferring things from unrelated hard drives is slower. Like, it used to be backing up the FARLANDS or Bust world when overwriting the older files would take, like, 90 seconds tops. And now it just, like, sits there for, like, 6 minutes. And then, like, bleh, here's 30%, and then sits for, like, another 4 minutes. Even to and from the brand new hard drive, disk drive that I recently installed. Now I'm kind of wishing I had just used the NVMe to perform, to put the system on that instead of my video games drive. When did this start? Sounds like software shenanigans. I don't remember. I can't pinpoint it. It all started when I went to click on my clock in the lower right-hand taskbar to bring up the calendar like you do, and like that wouldn't work. So then that led me down the rabbit hole of you all having me go into the event viewer, and then I found bad sectors on the disk, and then doing the repair reinstall of Windows 10. Use something like WinMerge. I use Terracopy, and Terracopy is even slow. Oh yeah, I don't know. I guess I gotta buy it. I mean, I did do the anime program to check, and it is like that drive is at like 81% of good, whatever that means. So it's like the lowest and oldest drive on all my system. Well, the problem is if I just do a clone, I might clone the error, right? Like, that's the problem with doing a clone drive. If it's a logic error. How am I supposed to know? The computer won't tell me. Murader. Cavalry. HD tune. Is that like a program? A musical instrument? Allow me to play you my HD tune on my 1080 penis. Stop it! Hello, Darksiders. We've been at this for 13 years. So, welcome. And thank you for all of this information about the Farlands. But we've had 13 years, as previously mentioned, to know all of these things. But feel free to stick around. The dog is Wolfie. McWolfington Esquire Jr. III is how he files his taxes. Y'all are too slow with the F3s. Let's just stick to the land. Oh, I'm fine. About to test out my pants. Spoiders? I can only sleep at night. Listen, it looks night to me. Oi, let me up. Beely boop. Oh. What are you doing out at this time of day? In this part of the country? Scattering bones. Entirely within your kitchen. That is weird. Unless he came out of here, I guess. Yeah, that's probably where it came from. Golly! Oh my god, Wolfie, what the deuce? What the deuce? What the deuce is up with you alls? It's depressing. Hey, wait a minute. Who are we? We were waiting for somebody to have great news about space. And that was like 3 days ago, and they said it was tomorrow. Who was that? Show yourselves. Was that Shasto? Or, oh. There was Shasto, alright. Show yourself, Shasto. Alright, you gotta make sure to pile on Shasto when he shows up. They show up. I gotta say, that's kind of a crappy badge for the diamond pick. The fact that it has, like, a gray background. Why couldn't it be transparent? Like a worse version of Packrat sub-badge. I don't even know what Packrat sub-badge is. I mean, I say that having just given up trying to make the Wolfie jumping transparent, so... Maybe I'm in good company, unable to remove the backgrounds. Well, that one's not even animated, though. Yeah, that sunspot has come around the bend. And it already emitted an X flare that caused radio blackouts at northern latitudes. I don't know. Ooh, didn't see that, did I? No, I did not. I don't understand why you have to climb every hill. Because, um, Kate Bush told me to. Reference. I mean, I'm trying to stop from wandering 7,000 blocks off the center. um, also, some hills, like, would take me way around. Good exercise, too. For my cardio. I guess I'll wait a couple seconds, since I can't sleep unless it's nighttime, I've been told. Oh, I mean, I do need to make a couple beds. Thank you, Wolfie, for pushing me slightly off-center. Oh, that is the wrong crafting table. That's the wrong direction. Dang it. No, go on get. Go on get, everybody. Ah! Wolfie, please. No. I almost broke that boat. Bum, 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 bum. Now, I've had that song in my head ever since Sunday. Monday? When did we do that? Monday? Remember? Bloop. Bah. We're gone, Kurt. We're gone. Orion. Had to do it. Oh, what's new? What's questions? What's questions? What is questions, after all? Are you in creative? Yes. In that I have an art degree, so my entire life is in creative. Sorry. No, there is no creative mode in this version of the game. Art! I am on normal difficulty.
I can go several days without rest if necessary. You cannot.
Small batch. Thank you for the 5 sub side swipe. the 5 sub bath bomb. Spooky noises. Ooh, that's a deep shaft. Sub dub. A small batch of gift subs. Revere has the feeling the subathon won't end today. Yeah, I don't know. Oh.
I tell you what, I'll give you 20. 20? How uncharacteristically generous for a Ferengi.
I thought that was a legitimate question, Javir, and not a precursor to you making it so. Javir, with another 20 sub bath bomb, really gunning for that free lifetime tier 3. Remind me not to forget to take a screenshot of the subs and bits before the end of tomorrow, the end of the month. Thank you very much, Javir.
When I stroke the beard thusly, do I not appear more intellectual?
We're always 1 hour away, I've been told.
You've been told, Nat Blitzer.
I can go several days without
Nat
rest if
Blitzer.
necessary. You cannot.
89 months in the subtub, Net Blitzer, followed by another 5 small subtub bath bomb from Small Batch. Thank you very much. Back above 3 hours, which is more than where we started even doing FARLANDS today. Dawn of the final 3 hours. What is going on? What in tarnations? Can I not pick that up? Oh. Ooh, somebody left the light on over there. Oop.
Dravier gifted a tier 3 sub to D4RKN3ZZ213. They have given 589 gift subs in the channel.
Dravier!
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
All together now. Red Sand is clay.
Red
texture
Sand
pack.
is clay texture pack. Doc Gratis. Dravier, thank you for the gift sub. Oh, that was a tier 3 sub. Dang. That was a lot of time just put on the timer, but the tier 3 sub. A whole 10 minutes. Wants that tier 3 lifetime sub so bad, they're giving them away to other people. Nothing is worse than these small, slightly distanced islands in Minecraft. They're too close to bother making a boat, but too far to be easily passable. No, yeah, and it's not a laser, it's an asteroid strike. Yeah, the modifications doesn't work with the 1 month glasses. That's another thing I gotta do. Because you're supposed to be a planet. Like, look at the planets. Like that, Kit. However, they give you even, like, you only have, like, 43 by 43 pixels to work with for the sub-badges. They don't even give you a high-resolution option. It's very limited. I don't know what the actual resolution is, I just know it's a lot less. 32 by 32.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
So it is a micrometeorite.
Whoa, micrometeorite. What planet are we up to? I think I stopped on the moon. Because in my mind, I'm like, let's redo it. And I never redid it. Planet Moon. Planet the Moon. The moon is not much smaller than Mercury, and it's bigger than Pluto, so... there's that. Well, hello. Totally enclosed spawner. That's a shame. Our moon is quite large. I don't know. It seems like the correct size to me. uh Aren't the planets supposed to, like, be lining up in the night sky? Or the morning sky? A conjunction, if you will? Not in alignment. 311. Six planets aligning at a diagonal. Well, that's all. I mean, they're not at a... We're the ones at a diagonal. Depending on where you are on the planet. Is that in the north? Or in the north. Is that in the sunset sky or the sunrise sky? Because if it's sunrise, then forget about it. I'm not bothering, but... I could open up Celestia. Have a quick check. Whoa. Celestia? No, Stellarium. On June 3rd is the conjunction junction. Right, but they're not all just kind of like whoop, on June 3rd. They're like kind of there right now. But still, it hasn't been answered if this is in the nighttime sky, like this after sunset, or before sunrise. Early morning. Well, well, well. All right, this is a decent cluster. $17? Did I count 17 right? $17 pumpkins. You can kind of tell that it is two patches because they're like clustering very close together. No, no! Conjunction of the 17 pumpkins. Yeah, early morning. Sounds like a bad time. That sounds like an unpleasant experience to wake up in the morning, to look at the sky. I could have made it with the pumpkins. Well, I don't think you... No, you can't. You can't. I tried that once. Because you can't... You have to place pumpkins, like, on a thing. You can't just put them on each other. Yeah, I'd have to first build like a dirt frame. Well, that's what I'm saying, Smidge. It's not going to only happen on June 3rd and then not on June 4th or June 2nd or even March 29th. They're already generally aligned in that order and will remain so. Did I say March? May 29th. Listen. Now you sidewind me. I've been sidetracked. Yeah. So, any clear morning in the next couple weeks. I think it begins late night, June 3rd in the early morning. No. I mean, that's when, if you're getting out your protractor, that's when they're the closest to each other, the conjunction. After that, they're going to start every night, you know, appearing out of alignment, because they're moving and we're moving through them. That's their peak alignment, yes. But they'll still be... Which planets is it? Some planets might not be visible to the naked eye. Particularly Mercury. Yeah. You're not going to be able to see Mercury. Maybe. Mercury's tough. Like, the sun literally has to just be almost up in order to see Mercury high enough in the sky. And Uranus and Neptune, you cannot see with the naked eye at all. You need a telescope to see. So, you'll see Mars and Jupiter. You could, I mean, a telescope helps. Binoculars would be good for Mercury. And Earth. Well, no, Earth isn't really aligned. But I mean, you will be able to see all those planets. Yeah, I think we did get, like, Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter one year that were, like, very close together. That was cool. And those are the three brightest. Well, I mean, that is the dangerous thing about trying to observe Mercury, is that, like, the sun literally has to be just below the horizon for your best chances. And you have to have a very flat, low horizon, like no buildings or trees or anything. Yeah, no, I remember I watched the transit of Mercury. There have been a couple. I remember there was one when I was in Arizona. I think there was one while I was here too, right? But even that is hard to see. It appears no bigger than just like a pinprick on the surface of the sun. And if there's any sunspots, you could mistake it. Space Canoes. Remind Kurt for the evening one on February 28th, 2025. Yeah, I would say this one, I mean, you're going to see probably Mars and Jupiter. But it's not going to be too miraculous. Unless you have a telescope and you're trying to hunt them all down. But then you're only seeing one at a time. It is cool, though. It is cool when you get multiple planets in the sky, because then you can imagine, like, the ecliptic of the solar system, and then you can imagine, like, the Earth passing through that same line. And how it's not, like, perfectly horizontal like it is in all the school textbooks and stuff. Don't get sucked. I said don't, Wolfie. I don't know, that doesn't really ring any bells. Been trying to find a music video that features at one part a CGI sequence of the transit of Mercury or Venus. Set to a sick drum solo. No, I don't. That does not. Well, Smidge might have found it. Oh. They didn't. They were making jokes. Hey, I'm new here. What's with the walk? What is with the walk? Is it the walk that you gawk? Ever heard of Minecraft? What's up with that red block? Look, perfect. Perfect flat wall for hidey holisms. Oops, bungled that.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Have a seat, Wolfie.
It's not the walk, it's the talk and the break a block.
Alright. Let's not do that. This. We're walking to the Farlands. If we were being too snide with our responses.
I forgot to prep my flesh for 3 hours, 3 minutes, and 3 seconds.
I forgot to be like, dawn on the final 3 hours. As we normally do. Dawn on the final 3 hours and sleeping and backing up the world.
Thanks for letting me sit in.
Ain't nothing to it.
Too bad the final 3 hours will never happen again.
Too bad. 64,638.83 megabytes. Let's continue where we left off. 64,638.83 megabytes. If you've got your woofs ready, we shall continue. Right now, woof. Oh, Wolfie, you new. Hi, hello. Oh, hi. Why? Don't stand so close. You dingus. That's got to be like the second time that's happened. This FLoB-a-thon, even. All right, let's continue on towards the Farlands. Boop. What's all that red sand? Uh, we're getting a frame-by-frame update on the Wolfie jumping gif. We gotta use these animated emote slots. Oh, that's what I gotta do. That wasn't the thing that I had to do. But I gotta convert the nail polish emotes into emotes, but like make them animated, but like only 2 frames and both the same. And maybe that'll work. Murder. There we go, we're back. We're back in business, baby. Love stepping on a pumpkin. Oh my god! Wolfie! I needed to get dirt. So that I can place it next to those cactuses so you don't get injured by the cactus. Now we gotta go back and get these pigs if they're still here. What a boob. Oh, I'm lucky that that one had two. That one had two meats in him.
Timo Warner gifted a tier 1 sub to Hitting Dogs is my job.
What?
They have given
That's a horrible
486
username.
gift subs in the channel.
Banned. Ban that user. Who's been newly gift subbed. Oh, there was pigs up here. We got a stack of new subs today. New subs and resubs, I suppose. I'm worried about making a boat. He's gonna exact his revenge. I wish I remembered what that website... There was a website I used, and it wasn't Easy GIF. Because originally, it looked bad when I manually removed the background of the Picard clapping GIF. So we put a dark background to match the dark theme of the Twitch chat. But then I found a website that more cleanly got rid of the background to make it a transparent GIF. That wasn't the website that I remember using though. Which is but I don't remember what I used. it was like some weird random remove the background from your animated GIF website that doesn't come up on Google searches anymore. I watch Minecraft streamers and I still don't have the emote. Are you sure? It might not tell you when you get the emote. Because I got the emote and I didn't realize it. And apparently now there's a badge. So good luck with your emote farming. Ah, you get the badge for using the emotes. What is this, some sort of pyramid scheme? So that's why people are using the emote over and over, or at least one time when they arrive. Thought there was some weird cult I missed out on. Bleed purple. Ugh. Precious blood. I did start taking my vitamin B's again. Although I'm using a bottle that the girlfriend has. Because the one that I bought, I think it's gone bad. Like, vitamin B does start to smell a bit after a while, is what Google's telling me. But this smells really bad. like that kind of like smell it to vomit bad. So I think it's, even though it's a new bottle that I bought specifically, I don't know if anybody has vitamin B experience or vitamin experience. Rotten. I've never let smelling bad prevent me from taking a pill, and I'm still alive. But it, like, sticks with... yeah, I should just get a new bottle. It's basically what it's come down to. At first, I was keeping it in the bathroom, which, even though you close the bottle tightly, like, around moisture... a multi-bee. A bee complex, yes. All the bees. Oh, hello! Why? Why are you here so soon? Can I sleep? Even though you're nearby? Yep. Sucks to be you. I'll just hang out up here if you don't mind. Yep. Get him, Wolfie. He died. Well done. Ooh, skeleton residue. Did I really stay that late? Awake? I guess. Or it's just the forest. Oh, I guess. There's this creeper over there, too. And a spider! All the planets are in alignment. And all the mobs are in this forest. I mean, I just got the pills. The gummies are too expensive for, like, the amount you get price-wise versus the amount of just straight-up pills. Body odor vitamins. Might as well eat them as candy. Or you might just eat them as candy. Possibly. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. And suddenly my bloods will be too small. I'll have mini bloods. I'll start bleeding out of my pores. like a hippopotamus. That's a zoology joke. I still do have my bag of bananas. I'm working on it. Maybe I gotta have a banana chaser after my B, my vitamin B and then vitamin banana. Well, the girlfriend doesn't like them. And I'm not much of a snacker or sweets eater, like, other than, like, ice cream. I do like an ice cream. The girlfriend got home early today and caught me having a bowl of ice cream after my lunch. Because I deserved it. And I will deserve the bowl I have after dinner, too. It's a small bowl. It's like a little... barely a cup-sized bowl. A bowl-sized cup. In solidarity, I'm going to eat an eclair right now. How many are left? Didn't you have 4 yesterday? The first of the 4. So chaste. Unspoiled. Untempted by the sins of the flesh. Uh-oh. You've been usurped. FARLANDS. What is this, some sort of fault line? Oh, Wolfie's stuck. Oh, it's very difficult to get this in the middle on account of the floating point, but... Weird. Oh, hold on, I gotta look at the transparent Wolfie. That's close. That's good. I'll try it. We'll see what FARLANDS comes up with. The problem I foresee is the slight outline. Might show up much more dramatically on dark mode Twitch, which is the problem we had with the Picard initially, is that he had like a wibbly squiggle vision outline. What's the story behind your big blood? I don't know, I had a blood test. And my MCHs were large. Were above normal. And that apparently indicates the uniformity of the size of your blood. Your, like, red blood cells. Your white blood cells? Some blood cell. And when they're big, then that means they're short-lived, like a large red giant star, but in your blood. But that can be caused by a multitude of issues, the simplest of which might be low vitamin B. And because I talked about it once on stream, now we can't stop referring to my big blood. True, the simplest might have been dehydration at the time of the blood test, but I took a second blood test, as hydrated as I could be, and the result was the same. But then again, he also included a vitamin B value check. And it was within the acceptable range, but low. True, and according to the Googles, the interwebs, those with celiac or on a gluten-free diet tend to be lacking in the vitamin B because most people make up for any shortfalls by having bread made with enriched wheat dough. Since I'm gluten-free, I don't have any enriched wheat in my diet. So yes, it all added up. The doctor was skeptical, but we took the tests. And next month I have a follow-up appointment. Also, another level that was off was that my pee was alkaline. in case you really wanted to know. It was on the alkaline side of things, although I figure that might have just been because I drank so much water before going to the test. Or it's kidneys. Or my kidneys are failing. Stop eating alkaline batteries. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Side sleeping. Oh, yeah, that's fun. That's an interesting GIF. You left all your layers on. It's like when you win at solitaire. He's a worm. My butter pants are doing great. As you can see me sitting on them right now. It's gonna be funny if I do take a bit of damage, like fall damage, and like their durability goes down by half. Ah. I can just slip out of situations smoothly with my butter pants. Give him the old St. Louis sidestep. No sticky situations with butter pants. Oh, stop! I flew too close to the sun. I did it. Blamed the butter pants. Yeah, I just slipped right out of the non-stick boat. Is it me or does my arm look weird? Like, is that where the Minecraft arm always was? It just seems like it's weirdly in the middle of the, like, wasn't it normally back here? Or am I just thinking when I hold the sword? Maybe I'm just thinking when I hold the sword. Listen, it's been 13 years. You don't expect me to notice things ever? Right? It looks weird, huh? Did I break my arm? It's offset by half a block. That would be funny. Floating joint syndrome. Ah, jeez. Yeah, now it looks different. All right, maybe I'm very much overthinking it. Ah. Oh. Oh. I never knew that. That's weird. 13... I fell out again, dang it. 13 and a half years. And we're still discovering new things about the game. Yeah, I guess it locks the animation, the head bob animation, when you get in a boat. I had no idea. This is news to me. Keep your cursor on the boat. Did they fix this ever? Is this something they ever changed as the game updated? think they fixed that in 1.9. I've just been living with it, oblivious. Until something in my brain said, that looks weird. Oh, I was gonna test it again, but the boat broke. But like, if I got in a boat... Oh, there, it got fixed again, yeah! Weird. That's so weird. I've never... That must have happened every time we got in a boat, obviously. And we never made note of it. I don't know what it was that made me look at that way. Now the goal is to, like, get in the boat while we're, like, making a weird, like, our fist up in the air or something like that. Oh, man. Brains is weird, aren't they? Brains is weird. Shrimps is bugs. Sit down bench. Oh man, I was there when Cone was picking out his factor meals. And they're trying to like pick something out they normally wouldn't eat, but I think they ended up all with chicken dishes again anyway. But anyway, one of them was like some salmon something or other, steak and shrimp or whatever, and I'm like, shrimps is bugs. They got shrimp and salmon? Okay, they got a few things. They weren't gonna go crazy. I knew that was gonna happen. You missed cooking too much to keep getting it. Yeah, I mean, we liked it. It tasted really good. And honestly, the girlfriend has been saying, like, we should... Like, she wants to, for, like, her lunches, just because, like, she eats, like, garbage when she's at work or at school or whatever. Oh, maybe well, I don't know how they do it. By credit card? Sign up with cones. But that's the problem. I've been offered that so many times now, but like I did it twice, and the second time around nobody signed up because everybody, whoever was going to, already signed up, and it only works for your first time sign up. I still need to make more beds, don't I? Or am I overdoing it? I don't remember. Is this too many beds? Did we already do the extra 3 beds? Listen, my arms are going places I don't remember. You still have your HelloFresh? Yeah, I mean, we only get paid for that first one. We don't, it's not like we keep getting a share if you're still signed up, but if you enjoy it, then by all means. The advertising works. I mean, they're still animals, so I'm assuming we're not that far. Doesn't Photoshop has like an animation toolbar if you're using Photoshop. It's very confusing because you often get the timeline confused with the layers and they don't necessarily show you which is which. Right. But then on the timeline, you have to disable all the other layers. Yeah, whatever works for you. I was hoping to avoid putting myself through too much work, or any of you, knowing how much of a pain in the butt it is. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, what am I doing? Why am I climbing? No climbing. Careful, Wolfie. No! Hey, what are you going back there for? This dog, I tells you. If we didn't enjoy the weird tedium, we wouldn't be here watching you. And if I didn't enjoy your uncomfortable honesty, you'd be banned. No. Woof. Eroding.
Prep your flesh for 2 hours 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Prep your flesh. I had forgotten about that, but thanks for the reminder. There you go.
222.
222. Ding! We seen it twice. 222 twice. Oh, that was a thing I wanted to check. Unrelated to whatever it is I forgot I was going to check. I swear I saw like an unmarked Google Street View car. Like maybe they don't put like Google Maps all over the sides of their cars anymore. It was just like a white car, but it definitely had the tower with like a 360 camera pod on the top. So I wanted to go look, see if that's what that was, or it was probably some other company. Whoop, get muted. See if I show up on the map. Dawn of the final 2 hours. Sounds like a self... No, it wasn't. I've seen those self-driving cars, those Waymos or whatever. This one had the Google Street View elevated pod on a tripod on the top of the car. Right. Like I said, it could be some other private company using our privacy for their own personal profit. What is that up there? I hope it's floating. We'd never see it with the fog distance set tiny. This is worse. The shifting, aka the jitters, as they're known in the biz, are worse. Although they're as bad as they'll be before the FARLANDS, if that's any consolation. Oh, I fell down. I'm trying to get a good angle on this. There we go. Neat. I just think it's neat. Oh, there's a tree on that one. Fill her up to one of them. Yeah, no. I will not be doing that. I like how I had a bed on my bar, but I didn't use it. I used the other one. Dang all other one, dang dangly dang it. I did that last time too. Because I usually don't keep them on my inventory bar, so I'm blind to it when it is there. Oh, I hear skeletonus. I hear spooky noises too. Oh, I am tempted. I am tempted to go up there, but... You know, this seems like the kind of mountain we walk around. If we can. It was too thick for a tunnel. I wouldn't pop out the other side because there's no other side. I thought that was a tiny pig. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, that's a tiny pig. It's a mushroom. That's a good wolfie bounce. Oh, and at the same time... I kind of like sub-sponges a bit more because there's like extra time but where there's just blank frames. Well, when we got one more bed to go, and then I'll upload those to see how they look in the actual chat. Not Subsponge, sorry. FARLANDS, sorry. Subsponge and Sylvan Swirls. You know how my brain works. It don't. I didn't do anything. Here I am getting credit. That's good stuff. I guess because your username is Minecraft FARLANDS, that like doesn't strike me as a username. That's just a thing. You know, it'd be like if my username was Toyota pickup truck. So it's just like, beep. That's not a person. I know the differences between verbs and adjectives. Do you want the delay? Isn't yours the one that had the delay? Now I'm confused. Listen, keep it as it is. I've downloaded them. We're going to check out what they look like. I like how now that I want to use a boat to test out the arm thing, we've not had the chance to use a boat. Figures. Gonna not be able to use a boat. Look at those textures stay exactly the same. Excuse me. I mean, every texture does it. Ah! No, that was scary. It all makes sense now. If you get the badge by using the emote. Why people show up and the first thing is using the emote. I understand now. It all makes sense. pixelated weirdly. I'm sure it looks okay in light mode. Because the white background matches the white background of light mode. But in dark mode, it does not translate as well. I feel like this segment has gone too long. Like I feel like I did make many beds. Because well, that's lava. We've been live for like 3 hours. It doesn't feel right. It looks bad in light mode also. Okay, well, myth busted. Well, I don't want to run into a problem where the game freezes. Like, that's the reason we kept taking specific hour-long breaks. Or, well, sometimes hour-long breaks, but breaks every hour. Oh, wait a minute. I meant to not lose. A new image or link. Honk. Whew. Oh, here we go. All right. Now I gotta get in the boat. Oh, not with the. I gotta have a hand. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, well, you can still. Oh, I gotta be looking at the boat. Wait, what? Oh, now it's broken. Oh, I see. Oh, so it doesn't get stuck. I understand. The arm doesn't get stuck. It just changes if you look in the inventory while in a boat. I thought it like got stuck in the position it was when you got in the boat. So now it's like stuck there. And I can punch all weird. It's weird because I can see the front of my fist this way. Until I go in my inventory and then it fixes it. Science! It's just like a weird... I wonder if it like, because it thinks you're in water, it like applies the water effect. No, that's different. That's just like a parallax difference. Is it the same arm as when you're holding the map? A map? I don't know. We've only ever made one map in this world, and it was a disappointment. We did fill it. We made it at the F3 monument that was cutting the mountain in half. I thought it would be big enough to see the cut through the mountain, but there's only one zoom level of map you can make in this version, and it was not. You couldn't see it. It only like went to a resolution of like 8 pixels across or 8 blocks across, and our cut was like 5 or something like that. Ooh. You can see it on the overviewer map, though. That monument, anyway. I mean, you can see all the monuments, but it makes more sense from that perspective. Perfect Lorgon 111 viewers. Ooh. These butter pants are gonna reach the Farlands, right? I should have got rid of the diamond pants. Wait a minute, this has to do that too. Yeah. Yeah. Mix that water. Yeah. Ooh, boy. Alright, what if I'm holding an axe? Okay, the axe doesn't change. But my arm has already changed. Got it. Oh, balls. Arm fix. I guess there's really no tool that you hold in this version that shows your hand at the same time. So I couldn't test that. Oh, a torch, you're right. Oh, no, you're wrong. No, I don't think there is anything. No, every whatever you have in your hand just replaces your hand. Nope. Did they change that eventually? I don't think so. Except maybe the shield, I think you could see the back of your hand. Hand is torch. No, the bow is just the bow. I think that's still the case in the current versions of the game. Hand broken, hand fix. I don't think the shield shows your hand at all. Oh. That's just some good interface design. Save on having to animate both a hand and a tool. Just animate the tool. Oh, careful. Okay. Okay, Wolfie. Let's keep you out of range with my shovel. No, the bow doesn't. I mean, there's no drawback on the bow. It doesn't even move in this version of the game. Yeah, I mean, you can see the bottom of the pick. There's not even a hand holding it. Clever, clever girl. All right, this might have been a 1.5 long segment, 150% segment. But who could ever tell? Let's go to sleep and back up the world, which thankfully didn't crash while we were playing. Dental plan. 64,710.41 megabytes.